morning, and welcome to Spartan Spotlight, where we bring you all things regarding AU athletics. I'm Kyle Tortolot. Today we'll be talking with two women who make up the pride and joy of AU athletics, women's soccer player Nicci Bermudes and women's lacrosse player Rachel Cochran. The women's soccer season is well on its way with a winning record of 6-4. The team has found even more success within their conference with a standing record of 3-1 in conference play. Nicci Bermudes has been a main contributor to the women's soccer success since her freshman year. Today she joins us to talk about her success. Thank you for joining us today, Nicci.
Thank you for having me.
So you've had a lot of success. Your freshman year was in 2012. How have you maintained such a high level of play?
Well, each year, it gets more tough. My freshman year, I came in, I didn't really know what I was doing. I knew what I was doing, but I didn't know what to expect, I guess.
Yeah.
I came to D3 because I didn't want to go to D1 or D2 and not play and just sit on the bench. So I came to D3, and I was expecting just to get a little bit of playing time, not starting or anything like that. So when I did start, I was really anxious and nervous all the time. And I still do get nervous, but really just every summer I train with different people. So my freshman year I went back and I trained with a community college there all summer.
Okay.
So that's how I stayed soccer shape, stuff like that. And then my sophomore year, after my sophomore year, I actually stayed here, and I really just trained by myself. It was a different atmosphere, but it worked. And then this year I was going to play with the Red Stars.
Mm-hmm.
They're a professional team, but it didn't work with my work schedule. But that would have been a really great opportunity. So again, I just trained by myself. So yeah.
Awesome. You've had a lot of success continuing after your freshman year also with 55 goals in 2 years. Is there any added pressure coming into this season with all the success you've had leading up to this season?
Yeah, everybody wants to double team me.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody with a high amount of goals. There's a girl who is on St. Norbert, and she has 108 goals for her career, and so every time somebody plays them, they're always triple teaming her.
Yeah.
So I know her goals have gone down because of that. So some teams they look on Huddle and they see how we play, and then based on that they determine if they want to either just man mark me or double team me.
Okay.
But there was one game, I think in the beginning of the season, where second half they literally just there would be a ball throw in and they'd be two people come with me, and I'm this is annoying. How do you?
Yeah, how do you beat that? That's rough. Well, last season you were amazing, 35 goals and 13 assists. What can you contribute to that success that you've had on the field?
Definitely my team last year.
Yeah.
We had started from the back. Our goalie was amazing, and then our defense was rock solid. Everybody was tall, everybody was fast, and then in the middle we had Lisa, who was wild. She went from every side of the field, and then she was able to give it to our wings, and we were able to go forward. And then I had Brittany underneath me, and me and her worked really well together. So I would say that just having a strong team all together all the way up has definitely helped me get that many goals. I would say last year was our best team.
Yeah.
As a whole, we were all good.
Awesome. Well, this team is off to an extremely good start with the 3-1 Northern Athletic Collegiate Conference, and has won the conference 9 straight seasons. Is there any pressure to maintain the streak of getting that to number 10?
Yeah. We actually just lost our first conference game because the team we beat in the finals last year, they came out to win and we didn't, and so we lost. So I mean, that's just a prime example of all the teams are trying to beat us now, and I think we are just expecting to win.
Yeah.
And it's not like that at all.
So it's kind of a culture shock kind of a thing. For
yeah, exactly.
humbling.
So hopefully it opens our eyes.
Yeah. Well, you also played field hockey in high school. I saw that. Was there any thought of coming here to play field hockey, or was it always 100%
No.
soccer?
My parents actually made me play field hockey in high school.
Yeah.
To keep me busy.
Did you start playing field hockey in high school, or did
yeah,
you?
so I just started freshman year, just to keep me busy. I ended up liking it, so I stuck with it, but I would never play it in high school. I mean, in college, because I played soccer since I was little.
Yeah.
So it was just more like a hobby, not
Not your goal.
Yeah, not something
Since
I
you
strived
score a lot
for.
of those.
Yeah.
So you're also a health major and a senior. So what are your plans for after AU?
I'm going to take a year off, and then I'm going to go to PA school, physician assistant.
Very nice.
So that's 2 years, and I want to go to Midwestern, so I'll be doing that after.
Very nice. My final question for you is, who has had the biggest impact on you and who you are today?
My family, probably. We grew up playing sports, so that's why I like to play. I like to stay active, and that's what made me like soccer so much. Is because I have 2 brothers, and they play sports too. So I played soccer with my brother as well. So yeah, I'd say like my family, and then my dad the most, because he was always my coach for all my sports. So it was real nice.
Awesome. Well, it was really great hearing from you, Nicci.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for joining us on the show.
And thank you for having me.
Awesome. Good luck with the rest of the season as we look forward to supporting the women's soccer team. The women's soccer team's next matchup comes Wednesday at 3 p.m. as they take on the Milwaukee School of Engineering here at AU. When we come back, we'll have women's lacrosse player Rachel Cochran talk with us. But first, we're going to take a quick break. Women's lacrosse is a spring sport, but that doesn't stop them from getting at it in the fall. They are currently practicing and preparing for a fall tournament coming up October 24th. Today, women's lacrosse player Rachel Cochran joins us to talk about her successful career here as a lacrosse player. Thank you for joining us, Rachel.
Thank you for having me.
So how long have you played lacrosse?
This will be my 11th year playing lacrosse, so I've played for quite a while.
Very nice. Well, lacrosse is relatively new here at AU, so would you mind going into a little bit of the positions and how lacrosse works?
Yeah, there's offense and defense and midfield. Midfield kind of runs both ends of the field. I came here starting off playing defense. I played defense all throughout my career, throughout high school, middle school, all of that. But then recently, my junior year, I started playing attack, which is the offensive side of lacrosse, and I am mainly behind the cage. Which is the goal, and it's the open playing field behind the goal that's still in bounds, and we work it from behind to try to feed it up top to get goals into the net.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. In 2012, you played for the American International Sports Team. What was that like playing in the United Kingdom?
I played in the United Kingdom in 2012. I played in Scotland, Ireland, and England. In England, we had a tournament. And that was a lot of fun. We came in second in our in England, and what's really cool about the UK is that as a male, you have to play 4 years of women's lacrosse before you can start playing men's lacrosse.
Wow.
So it was like a co-ed team. So we were playing guys that were in kilts and in skirts too. So it was
That's awesome.
It was a lot of fun. And then actually in 2014, I went with the AAST, American International Sports Teams, to Germany and to Prague. And then I plan next summer, because it's every 2 year my team goes, and next summer we plan to go to Australia, which one of my teammates went with a different team this past summer, so I'm really excited for that. And it's really cool because you have a bunch of different languages going on and a universal language, and the rules are a little bit different because they don't really understand them all the time, but it's great to experience different cultures and everything like that, and how lacrosse is so on the national and global level.
Yeah, that's amazing. Last season was a great year for you guys. You were 6-1 in conference and 11-7 overall. Does that give you some motivation going into the season and then a tournament in October?
Oh yeah, our expectations are pretty high since of last year. We did really good with academics, and we did really good with winning, and so the bar is set pretty high. There are a lot of teams that were close, are hanging with us, and they really want to beat us this year, but I think we're just as hungry for that too. So I'm not very worried. We have a great group of girls this year. We only lost one senior last year, so I'm pretty confident in the team that we have, and in my teammates that we're going to succeed this year.
Awesome. What was it like playing for Coach Freed last year?
Coach Freed's really awesome. She knows a lot about lacrosse, and she really cares about us as a team. Our team is working we're actually like having fun. So that's
good.
something that's different from my freshman and sophomore year with a different coach. There was a little bit more drama, and Coach Freed, she doesn't deal with it. So we work really well together, and I think everybody has such a high level of respect for her because of how much she knows about lacrosse. So we know that even though we're exhausted and we're at practices at 6 a.m. or at 9:30 at night, we know that she knows what's best for us and that she's going to lead us to where we need to go.
That's awesome. Amazing. Is there anything else that's changed kind of in the atmosphere of the lacrosse team since Freed's been here?
We've had a lot of girls come and go, girls that can't stay with the program, and it's nice to have a group of girls that want to be on the team, that want to work that extra 10 yards and everything like that, and having girls that want to show up at workouts at 6:45 in the morning. I mean, it's not easy, but to have girls that want it makes it so much more rewarding for the girls that have played before. Our girls who have only played a year or so, they're rocking it and they're looking like collegiate players should. So it's really great to have that sense of feel and that unity, so that we all want the same goal and we all have each other's backs.
Amazing. So where do you see the future of women's lacrosse at AU?
I see women's lacrosse going pretty far at AU. I mean, we already have a really strong men's program, which is great. I mean, the guys are great. Coach Berkman's great. So, and Coach Freed's really building it up and looking into recruits. We have recruits here all of the time, and they seem to really enjoy campus. And I do think that women's lacrosse it's starting to grow everywhere within the United States and everywhere else. So there are more D3 teams and more opportunities, and if we keep getting these girls that really want to play, then we're going to succeed no matter what we do.
Awesome. Well, I have one final question.
Okay.
So you're studying criminal justice. What's your plan after AU?
I think I want to take a year off. I wasn't sure about it, but I really passed. My family is a policing family. My dad was a police officer, so I'm really passionate about law enforcement and fire department and EMT, so I really want to go take my LSATs and possibly go to law school to defend our men and women who are protecting us here, and the ones that are good cops and want to be good cops. I want to protect them from media, and so that their stories aren't twisted. I know there are some bad policing out there. I mean, we get it in the news every day, but those people who are really saving lives and giving their lives to other people, I want to protect them and bridge the gap with the community and the police departments.
That's amazing. Well, thank you very much. It's great to hear from you, Rachel.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And good luck at the tournament coming up in October. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm really excited. We're ready to go. And it's close to home this year, so we don't have to travel too far, so it'll be nice to not have to travel that distance.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it, Rachel.
Thank you.
So good luck to the JV men's soccer team as they travel to Harper College tomorrow. Good luck to the men's soccer team as well as they travel to Milwaukee on Wednesday, October 7th. Lastly, please come out and support the JV volleyball team as they take on Benedictine University here at Aurora University Wednesday, October 7th. That's all the time we have here today on Spartan Spotlight. Join us next time and be great today, Spartans.